Baltimore, good morning. This is Vin McCormick, host of the New Life Show. We've got a really special show today. It's special to me for a whole lot of reasons. Some of it is very personal. I've got some gentlemen who are in our program now who are post-incarceration, who've been able to endure some things and realize that they wanted to be in a stable place, and they've selected New Life to be that place. So it's a very special show to me because I'm also a returning citizen, and I do share that from time to time. So Baltimore, we've got a great show for you, man. You might have to get your napkins and your tissues. We'll be right back. Baltimore, this is Vin McCormick, host of the New Life Show. We've got a show today for you folks centering around returning citizens. That's the politically correct term these days. There have been many terms. That's the one that you want to use when you're talking about post-incarceration, whether you're talking to an individual, or whether you're talking about the issue, returning citizens. So we've got a gentleman that's here in our program, Mr. Richard Myers, who has a very interesting story, I believe, and I'll let him give you a little bit about how he arrived here at New Life. So, Richard Myers, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have me.
Yeah. So Baltimore can get an idea, Mr. Myers, of who you are, and we ain't got to get the details is not important, right? You right here, right now, but just give them a little bit about how you ended up being in an incarcerated situation. You can speak generally, okay, details not important.
Yeah, I just, one case, conspiracy charge, I got caught up, my name was thrown in there. I'm innocent, but it involved a family member. So my family member is real close to me, my mother, she was in it. So in order for her to stay out, I took the charge. So that's how I ended up getting my first charge. First bit, 15 all spendable 3, 5 years probation, did that, 23 months. Came home, couldn't do the probation because I'm being judged off of the charge. So I'm in the domestic violence category. And even though I'm innocent, I took the charge, I can't do the probation. Probation officer on me all day, every day. I'm doing everything right. Next thing I know, I get a parole violation. Now I'm out 80 days, gone back for 6 months on a violation. Get a bail. It ain't looking right. All I had was a technical violation. So I take it upon myself and use a self-defense move and leave out the courthouse. So I go on the run. I need time to think. I just came home.
Right.
So I'm not trying to go back in there for no criminal charges. So I go on the run. I leave right here out of post office courthouse downtown. Go on the run for 6 months. In the midst of that, I can't get a job. I can't live regular. So I go back to outside, you know, selling cocaine, you know, Had a gun on me, got caught with that. And new charge with 12 years backing up on probation. The judge gave it a concurrent 5 with a consecutive 12 years backing up. I got 17 years altogether. So I got 17 years altogether and I did 7. And because of that, you know, I'm right here where I'm at right now, talking to you.
So you and I met over BCCC. I was there at the invitation of the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, MONSE for short. They had a program, is no longer operational, is no longer being funded, so they stopped allowing us to go behind the wall. So you and I met at BCCC as a result of me being there. And I remember you spoke up one day we had a meeting, and they involved you guys who are going to Park and Recs. And I don't know if you remember this, Richard, but you were speaking up because they were asking, well, what should happen? Do you remember that conversation?
Yes.
So tell Baltimore, because you were speaking up for the guys who didn't want to say anything, and I appreciated that, and I saw it in you. So tell Baltimore about that.
Yeah, it was a discussion about our benefits, the finances, and how Mozzie pay us and save the money until we get out our incarceration time. So we was getting paid a certain amount of money hourly, 15 hours an hour. So we was getting maybe $1,500 to $1,800 a month.
Right.
But we cannot touch it. They might put $60 in our inmate account for us to go to commissary. But my thing was, why give us 60? Because 60 is not going to last the whole month.
Right.
So it was a negotiation thing.
Right.
Guys talk about things all day on the tier, but now it's time to talk in front of the people that matter.
Right.
And they have no voice.
Right.
Oh, not me. I'm a speak up because we need to solve the problem.
Right.
$60 not going to get us through that whole month. What about the guys is only relying on that type of money? Right. No financial support out there. So in order for us to, sustain ourselves independently, we got the money. Just give us a better percentage of it. Right. So we can be sustained throughout the month. Right. So that was my voice. Let's talk numbers. That was my thing.
I remember that. And I remember, I remember how you, so I listened not just to what you said, but to how you were presenting it, right? And I'm going to tell you, man, you presented in a way that they could receive it, right? Even though nothing came of it, because not too long after that, they found out that they weren't able to fund it. Some money didn't happen grant-wise, how that is. And that's unfortunate, man, because it was helping some cats. But there were some metrics involved. We don't get that to the show. You and I were discussing it, that, it no longer was able to be funded. We'll just stop right there. But I appreciate how you presented it, because I didn't know that you would eventually come to New Life. And you didn't either, right? So let's get into exactly how, because it was funny how you were expressing it earlier, right? Because I watched you and listened to you, had a great appreciation for who you were in that moment. But tell Baltimore exactly, how did you end up coming to New Life?
Life be life, they say. So, I came out in July and, on a home incarceration. And, everything was good at my family house out in the county, and, got a chance to be around them and live with them for the first time ever. And my grandfather was there. He can't see, lost his sight.
You know what? Let's do this, Richard, because we're going to bring you up on another segment, right? So let's hold on to your grandfather, who doesn't have a good vision. So Baltimore, Richard Myers, he's home now. We'll be right back.
Hey, Baltimore, are you ready for your weekly dose of hope, healing, and real talk? Then don't miss the New Life Show hosted by the one and only Benny McCormick. It's the show that's changing lives with powerful stories, expert guests, and inspiration you can feel. We're talking recovery, mental health, and real solutions that lift up our community. Catch the New Life Show every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on Channel 2, right here in Baltimore.
At the New Life Recovery Center, recovery isn't just about breaking free from addiction, it's about building a new foundation for the future. That's why financial literacy is one of the core pillars of our wraparound services. We believe that knowing how to budget, save, and make smart money decisions is essential to long-term success in recovery. We don't just help people recover, we help them rebuild. Call us today at 410-304-6563.
If you've served your time, your story isn't over. At the New Life Recovery Center, we believe everyone deserves a second chance. Our programs help the formerly incarcerated rebuild their lives, with housing, job training, counseling, and support to start fresh. Freedom is more than being released, it's learning to live again. Take the first step toward your new beginning. Call 410-304-6563. Your new life starts today.
The addiction crisis in Baltimore is taking the lives of people every day. That's why the New Life Recovery Center offers those suffering from addiction a true path to recovery. Because we know that the best way to fix a problem is to face it head on. If you or a family member is suffering from an addiction, give us a call, 410-340-6563. Start a new life today.
Baltimore, this is Vin McCormick, host of the New Life Show. So we're back with Mr. Richard Myers. He's home, folks. He's home. He's with us. And we're going to pick up, Richard, on you moving into the home with your grandfather. So let Baltimore know how you got to here.
Yeah, I was out there at my grandfather's house. He's a veteran.
Okay.
He just turned 76.
Oh, man, that's wonderful.
In October. So, you know, I've been there since July. And, you know, it was one of those things where I was just happy to be home.
Of course.
My family embraced me. But, you know, once the smoke cleared, everything settled in.
Right.
So now I'm in their environment. And now they seeing me. So they may look at me as, oh, that's the same one from 7 years ago.
Right.
Not knowing that from the time I started my time, I was becoming a new man. So it was like every year I was developing.
My man.
But I was calling them, hey, look at this, and can you get me this book? And hey, check this out. You know, I call his problems. All right, okay, but I've been in here reading and studying. Try this. Nah, so now I'm home. I'm live and direct now. And it wasn't the environment that I needed, but that was the next best thing for me.
Got it.
So in order for me to get out of those cells and, you know, being in that environment of being incarcerated, it was time for me to go there. So, you know, I spent 120 days there, 4 months, but it started getting unbearable for me to stay there, and it wasn't safe. I started feeling uncomfortable but comfortable at the same time.
Right.
The only comfortability is that I'm home.
Right.
But the uncomfortability is while I'm in here, it seemed like I could catch a new case without me having any involvement in it.
Man.
So it's hold up, I need a way out.
Right.
But I have, my options is not even limited. They not even available.
Right.
So it's like, what do I do? I'm trying to figure out that it's no other way to go, no person, no place, no nothing. So I reached back to where I just came from, BCCC. I remember you in there coming to the meetings, doing the Monzi meetings at the end of the month. And now I need New Life Recovery because I got a new life myself. So let's see if this fit. Made a phone call. One person that helped me out in there ran it past you. Next thing I know, it's all good. And I'm right here now.
So here's what's interesting about that. And we were talking about it before we started shooting. And you told me, you said, so when I was going over for the Marcy meetings, you actually came and sat at my table. But it was because there was a wonderful lieutenant who's over there who brought you you must have had a discussion when she must have said, you need to go over there, Richard, and you came. But that meeting didn't cause you to come to New Life after you got out, right? This is how I see it. So it took, and you said this very eloquently a few minutes ago off camera, and I like how you put that. You found out that you need to be here, right? Because we have, and I'm pretty sure I told you about us when you came to the table, but it was the last place that you thought you needed because you didn't need no recovery.
No.
Right. So I want you to tell Baltimore about that because you didn't need recovery, but we offer, and this sounds soft promoting, Rich, but it is, right? We offer much more than just recovery. So talk about that, man.
Yeah, for one, when you came to the meeting in there with us, okay, I hear the word recovery center.
A lot of people, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna need that, but I ain't dismissive, but I ain't gonna need it.
Sure.
You know, I know you there, but I ain't gonna need this option.
Right.
So, but things changed. I got there where I was living at and all the chaos in the world was around me. So next thing I know, I say, whoa, it's fights breaking out, it's this breaking out, it's all kind of drama going on around me where I'm nervous because all I want to do is get back out and live a better life, a new life, and be, at the top of my game, So, yeah, new life was one of those things I didn't think I need, but it's exactly what I needed.
My man.
So I'm forever thankful,
So, man, no detail, no names, of course. So you were sharing with, and this is powerful, Rich, because it's a lot of that going on. And I was sharing with you because we go and we set up in different areas of the city in the city at the invitation of the city, right? And I've had to hit a few people with Narcan, and I carried all the vehicles I got, man, because I drive around the city all day in different places, man. And you were talking about that. We ain't got to go into a great deal of detail. Little bit about you having to do that at the crib.
Yeah, got there. Everything was okay the first month, and everything settled in, and people lifestyle starting to blossom around me while I'm sitting there. I'm sitting around just minding my business.
Right.
Next thing I know, my cousins, they fighting, they drinking, they fighting. I can't do nothing because they outside and I'm stuck in the house on the box. And, things break up, and another situation, I go out with the home detention people, and, they fixing my box, they putting everything in order for my new box on my ankle. And, I walk in the doors, it's a medicine bottle for the double O's on the floor, fentanyl pills. I say, what's this?
Right.
Cousin right beside, I know who this go to. Yeah. Oh, go get us to your mother, let her deal with her significant other. You know what I mean? Just do that, cuz. That's it. Oh no, cuz, disobedient. He take a detour.
Right.
The detour turned into him almost dying.
Right.
2 days later, he in the basement, can't breathe, overdose early in the morning. Remind you, home detention, they give me a box of Narcan when I'm there getting a box on my ankle. I don't need this, but all right, whatever. Let me take it anyway. Just like I ain't think I was gonna need new life, I ain't think I was gonna need the Narcan.
Right.
So I got the Narcan. My little cousin is laid out. He's 30 years old. He laid out in the basement.
Right.
I'm looking at the breathing. They saying he got a seizure because he got a headshot and he survived it. So I'm looking and I'm reading the box on the Narcan. It's talking about the breathing. Clearly, I see with my own eyes that everything on the box is what's in front of me.
That's
He
right.
breathing. Oh, no, this not a seizure.
Right.
He overdosing.
Right.
I know he got the pills.
Right. Right.
Because he was supposed to give them to his mother.
Right.
So, all right, this is an overdose. Hit him with the Narcan, he come out of it. Ambulance rush him out. He's good now. But I'm like, whoa.
So it was a blessing, man, that you were there for your family member in that moment. That's what I see all that. You know what I mean? So before you left, hopefully he won't repeat that because you ain't there no more. You know what I mean? And Narcan, I say this all the time, Narcan ain't necessarily for the people who I give it to. It's for people that they may know. You know what I mean? I said that on camera a few times. So it's good that you were open-minded enough to take it, right? And I want to applaud you for that. So Baltimore, Mr. Richard Myers, folks. Yeah, he's home. He's doing well in the program, New Life, a place he didn't think he needed. But I wanted to introduce you to him and introduce him to you. So we'll be right back.
It's 2025, and Baltimore is facing a crisis. Opioid overdoses are taking lives every day. We know addiction is real, and so is recovery. That's why we offer drug treatment, housing, and life skills training to help you or your loved one start fresh. New Life Recovery Center, a fresh start. A new life. Don't wait. Call 410-304-6563 to save a life or start a new one.
At New Life Recovery Center in Baltimore, we believe every story deserves a new chapter. Whether you're battling addiction, mental health challenges, or starting fresh, our expert team is here for you. With compassion, dignity, and care, we offer comprehensive recovery services that restore hope and rebuild lives. Your journey starts here at the New Life Recovery Center, where healing begins and hope is restored. Call 410-304-6563.
Hey, Baltimore, are you ready for your weekly dose of hope, healing, and real talk? Then don't miss the New Life Show hosted by the one and only Benith McCormick. It's the show that's changing lives with powerful stories, expert guests, and inspiration you can feel. We're talking recovery, mental health, and real solutions that lift up our community. Catch the New Life Show every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on Channel 2, right here in Baltimore.
Baltimore, this is Vin McCormick, host of the New Life Show. Folks, I've got Mr. Myers here, who's here with us post-incarceration. And I want to tell you, man, I appreciate all that you share with Baltimore, because I told you earlier, it takes courage to share that story. I know that because not a lot of folk who are post-incarceration, they home, want to talk about, for whatever reason. And I respect that, right? So I appreciate you having the mindset to share your story with Baltimore, because there's some people who are still incarcerated, some people that they're still over there, right? There's some people who are home, that's been home for a short period or been home for a longer period than you have. They just ain't got their stuff together yet. So tell me what it is that you hoping to get out of New Life, and what do you hope to do now that you're home?
What I'm hoping to get out of New Life is a completely new life, a life that I envisioned when I was younger. I grew up playing basketball, pretty good at it, but over the years, basketball was leaving me. But I still had a dream to have that certain life that, the basketball money would have, me living.
I got you.
So, when I think of New Life Recovery, I think of a new life from gaining a lot of stuff that I lost. So when I say lost, is not being able to have the financial literacy, not having the help and the direction, the guidance and everything. I'm anything and everything that you, Mr. McCormick, and your New Life Recovery Center have to offer me, that's what I hope to get out of it. Because as I'm here today, I see it's a lot of good that you have to offer.
I appreciate that, man.
So everything that you willing to give me and help me with, so I can have a new life, that way I won't have to go about my old life or the place where I came from, incarceration, or anything in that type of atmosphere. That's what I want to get out of New Life Recovery Center.
That's a good answer, man. And I'm going to tell you, and you've seen it because you've been here for enough to see that we've got resources for people to take advantage of. We got resources. We're going to point you in the different directions that you can go. And then ultimately, like with other folk, ultimately every decision is up to you, right? So, because there's some people here, and you met them, we got some success stories here who are working, right? Got a job since they've been here. They was in a job workforce development program, got hired, they're working, and they're saving their money to go to the next thing, which is independent living, right? So we appreciate that. So what I want to try and do, man, is and I shared it with you before camera, and I'm gonna share it with you on camera. You're a powerful example, man. It's some people, they in the day room, or they in the rec room, or they in their cell because they got the clear TV.
Oh yeah.
And they watching. And they say, Dad, that's my man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got the opportunity to share with those cats and the people that's home too, Rich, that's got situations where home is crazy. But they can't say them because they can't see themselves going. Everybody can't come to New Life, right? But I want you to tell the folks who are still incarcerated, people who are home, right, what they should do, what you think they may need to do to just maintain their sanity, man, and make the next move their best move.
Yeah, that's what I could tell you, Baltimore, from, you know, me doing time in the cell and then coming out and then being here. You know, you gotta have your mental health, your sanity in order. If it's all chaos around you in an environment in the house you in and you just came home and you know you on papers and parole and probation and you walking on ice, go in the bathroom sometimes and just, you know, shut the door, because, you know, most of the time that's the only safe space in any house is you use the bathroom. Treat that like a little closet where you get your mind right and think about an escape plan. You know, just think about you knowing you don't want to go back in prison and you don't want to take your chances of doing things that get you back in there. So sit in there, even if you're not using the bathroom. Take 30 minutes to an hour and then just think about how you can just win, you know, and then take your time, get on YouTube or something that'll help you coach your way to recover, you know, from the mishaps and the losses you done took. Just go in that bathroom, even if it's just you sitting on that toilet without using it, and just think about how you can just win and have a better and new life, and what you need to do, the smallest step, try to take that for your progress, and then just stay focused and just keep going. That's all I can tell you, Baltimore, because I'm walking it out as I'm talking it out. So that's it.
I appreciate that, man. That's powerful, and folks need to hear that. Some folks that know you and some folks that don't know you. So I want to thank you, man, for taking the time and having the courage, man, to speak to Baltimore about what you went through and what you're going through and what you're going to do, right?
Yeah.
So thank you for that. So Baltimore, Mr. Richard Moss, he's home, folks, and he ain't going back, right? If we have anything to do with here at New Life Recovery. So Baltimore, thank you for taking the time out and being with us this Sunday. You got a whole lot of channels that you can tune to. We come on before the football game, so we uniquely send it at 11:30 to come on before you got to watch the football. So, because I'm going to watch myself, you know. So thank you, Channel 2, for giving us another year in 2026, the same channel. I'm eternally grateful, man. That says a lot. So Baltimore, Vin McCormick, the New Life Show. See you next week.